welcome to another video by Techguyification. In this video we're going to be comparing my aluminum MacBook Pro from 2009 to my MacBook from 2006. So you can see that the MacBook over here is quite a bit higher than this one. So let's look at screen angles. So first off with the MacBook, so you open it a little bit like, goes approximately that far back, move it like this, and this one equal. And the MacBook Pro goes quite a bit farther. Yeah, you can see that. So MacBook, MacBook Pro. And if I line these up, you can't really tell on the camera, but in person the MacBook Pro screen is quite a bit thinner than the MacBook. So here's the MacBook keyboard, just to kind of glance over it really quickly. And then the MacBook. And so on the inside, let's start with the webcam. So the webcam, you have your mic, this is on the MacBook, microphone, eyesight, a light indicator. MacBook Pro, you have the eyesight, there is a light there, you just can't see it. And the microphone is at, yeah, you can see the reflection. The microphone is actually right here. The power button's quite a bit bigger on the MacBook versus the MacBook Pro. I know it doesn't look that way in the camera, but they are quite a bit different. And the function keys. So on the MacBook you have your brightness down, brightness up, mute, volume down, volume up, numlock, expose, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 programmable buttons, eject button. Mac Pro, you have volume down, volume up, expose or mission control, dashboard, keyboard illumination down, keyboard illumination up, media keys, 3 of them, mute, volume down, volume up, eject. And then I personally like the MacBook Pro keyboard a lot more, simply because it's black, and when the MacBook gets dirty, which it does after you use it for a while, it starts to get like brown. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe if you look like really closely. No, you can't really see it. Well, you can see the difference between the D and the F. You can see like the D is quite a bit darker. Maybe not, but it is. Just take my word for it. Also, on the MacBook, this is an enter key. MacBook Pro, that's an option key. So, kind of your preference. I don't know if they do that on the new MacBooks or not. But anyway, that's on the old ones. And this has the button and then the small trackpad that can only sense 2 fingers. And this one has a larger trackpad that can sense up to 4 fingers. Or is it 5? I think it's 5. Other than that, the MacBook Pro doesn't have a numlock key. And I should mention about the hinge. The MacBook, when you push it, it kind of vibrates a lot, as you can see. As for on the MacBook Pro, if you push it, it doesn't vibrate as much. So it vibrates a little bit, but it tends to stay there. As for the MacBook, it like moves a lot. Anyway, and the MacBook's a lot harder to open than the MacBook Pro. This one's an aluminum unibody design, which helps to get rid of heat a lot better because the entire computer is a heat sink, and this one's made of plastic, so the heat gets trapped inside the Macbook Pro and the fan's almost always on full blast. So with that, let's do a boot test, and yeah. Okay, so this next piece is going to be a boot test, the screen comparison in terms of like viewing angle and brightness, the sound comparison, and the shutdown performance. The MacBook is running Snow Leopard 32-bit on a Core Duo, and the MacBook Pro is running Lion on a Core 2 Duo, and both the computers have identical files. So with that, let's start them up. So I pressed the button at the same time. MacBook made the sound faster. And the MacBook still hasn't come up with a screen. There's the MacBook Pro. MacBook Pro is now spinning. So the MacBook's done, and the MacBook Pro is still working. I don't know if that's just the operating system or the actual computer. So that seems a little bit hard to believe that a newer machine would start up a lot slower than an old machine, but that's what it shows. So yeah, both machines are completely identical, except for obviously the desktop background, but that doesn't really make a difference. So screen brightness, there's the MacBook Pro and the MacBook. Okay, so here's the MacBook Pro sound, and here's the MacBook. So you can see the MacBook is a lot quieter, and the MacBook Pro has a little bit more bass in it. So let's see, launching, I don't know, iTunes. Something that you might want to do. So I'm going to hit the buttons at the same time, and go. MacBook Pro is a lot quicker, so you can see anything that requires any amount of CPU power, the MacBook Pro is quite a bit faster than the MacBook. Let's see about Word. This is Word 2011. And go. So the MacBook Pro's won again. And the MacBook Pro still hasn't come up with the thing yet. There we go. There's the MacBook. So, let's see what else. I guess shut down. Actually, no, not quite. Let's see, quitting these applications. This is not really a fair test, I'm just kind of quitting them. Quit that. Okay, so for angles, the MacBook Pro is right about, let's say, how far can you push it? Right about there. And the MacBook, hopefully this translates into the camera, right about there. So you can see the MacBook Pro has a lot better viewing angle than the MacBook. Sleep. So let's wait until they're both sleeping. So the MacBook Pro is already moving and the MacBook Pro just started moving. So even though the screen comes on faster on the MacBook, it takes longer for it to initialize, if you will. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Take it easy. Sorry, guys. 2 more things. The battery indicator. I mentioned that there's a battery indicator here on the MacBook Pro. On the MacBook, it's actually on the bottom, and it's out of 5. And also, there's tons of screws around the edges of the MacBook, and the MacBook Pro has no screws on the outside whatsoever. They're all on the bottom. For ease of access, for upgrading or removing pieces, the MacBook Pro is a lot simpler. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 screws on the bottom of the MacBook Pro. This piece comes off, and then you have access to your complete computer. As for this one, you have to do 1, 2, 3, and a few along the sides, and a few in here, and take out the battery. And then you have to... Then the top piece comes out with the keyboard and trackpad. You have to disconnect the trackpad cord and the keyboard cord from the motherboard, and then you can access all your pieces, with the exception of the RAM and the hard drive, which you can do by simply removing the battery. So, I mean, it depends on what you're going for. I think, personally, for upgradability, the MacBook Pro is easier. I mean, you just do 10 screws. And if you want to check your battery indication, even when it's off, you can just do that by, you don't even have to turn the computer upside down. You just like press the button and it's right there. As for the MacBook, you have to like close it, turn it upside down, press the button, then resume, etc, etc. So, thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and take it easy.